So two atoms are attracted to each other. They like each other. So, for example, oxygen and carbon, when they get really close, they snap and go together. But if they're only a little bit close together, they don't know that they want to snap together, so they will pull apart. For example, if a ball is rolling up a hill and there's a hole in the hill, like a volcano, the ball will roll up the hill and then roll back down the hill. But if the ball gets close enough up the hill to the opening, then it'll fall into the hill. Okay, if the particles heat up and they hit each other, by kinetic energy, they clap together and then they cause more heat and more energy, which causes other atoms to come together, and then it just creates a chain reaction. So all this energy and kinetic energy and heat is just coming together, and then a bunch of these atoms are clapping together. These atoms have all this potential energy, and then when they get heated up and they clap together, it gets converted into kinetic energy, and then all of these particles, the chain reaction that I talked about earlier, causes what is, to us, common folk, known as a fire. And the fire just keeps going, and all the atoms, and the potential energy gets converted to kinetic energy and explodes into a fire. I don't know.
As Hudson was saying, carbon and oxygen like to snap together. How does this tree know how to take them apart? Is it a magic of life? No. The sun gives the tree energy. The tree uses that energy to create a process in which carbon and oxygen split apart. The oxygen is just a nasty byproduct because the tree uses this carbon to grow. It then gives the oxygen back to the air. But when we put this tree in a fireplace, all that stored carbon mixes with the oxygen that this tree produced, and it finds out that carbon and oxygen want to snap back together, creates heat and light. It creates fire.
What? Hi there. I'm going to talk about Sir Feynman. He was born in Queens, New York, and he was a very intellectually bright individual growing up. He made his home alarm system at the age of 15 and also taught himself trigonometry and advanced algebra. After Feynman graduated high school and joined MIT, he went into math, and he wasn't interested in math, so he switched to electrical engineering. Wasn't too into that either, so he decided physics was a good middle ground. After joining physics, he became renowned for his theoretical physics. After graduating MIT, Feynman got involved in the Manhattan Project during World War II. The Manhattan Project was an initiative that the US government took to create a weapon strong enough to defeat Japan, which was the nuclear bomb. Feynman was involved in the theoretical physics behind the bomb calculations, and he was there when they first tested the nuclear bomb. While he was working on the Manhattan Project, Feynman's wife passed away, unfortunately, from tuberculosis. After his wife passed away, he had a lot more time to devote to his physics work. And soon after the Manhattan Project, he joined CIT. Feynman did, became a professor. Feynman had multiple physics theories, including the sixth quark, which was discovered after he died. And this is partially due to his experimentation with ketamine and marijuana in sensory deprivation tanks. And unfortunately, Feynman died from a tumor, it's a rare cancer, in 1988 at 69. Feynman was an amazing physicist, a great storyteller, and one to remember.